Okay, this is question 2 of exercise 16.6. Alright, so this was 2a. Okay, something that you need to remember is that you can't start cancelling, okay, because there's two terms here and there's two terms at the bottom. So I need to factorize in order to simplify this expression. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the numerator separately and I'm going to say, is there a highest common factor? Yes, there is. I can take out a 2. So if I divide through by 2, then in my bracket I'm left with x plus 3y. Okay, then x plus 3y at the bottom, imagine that it's like in its own brackets. Those brackets will cancel and I'm just left with 2 over 1, which is just 2. B, again, I can't just start cancelling, so I'm going to try highest common factor first. Divide through by 3 and in the numerator and divide by 6 in the denominator. Brackets will cancel and then 3 over 6 is equal to a half. C. Alright, for C, there's no highest common factor in the numerator, so I can't do highest common factor, so I'm going to check if it's dots. Is 9 a perfect square? Yes, x squared is a perfect square, and so is 1. And there's a subtraction, so it's definitely dots. So I open up my two brackets. The one bracket will be positive, the other one will be negative. The first term in the bracket is the square root of the first term there, and then the second term is the square root of the second term. Then my 3x plus 1 will cancel with 3x plus 1, so I'm just left with 3x minus 1. D, again, I'm going to check for highest common factor first. Is there a highest common factor? Yes, 6. So if I divide through by 6, I'm left with x minus 2y. And then also a highest common factor in the bottom one, and I'm left with the same bracket. So my brackets can cancel, and I'm left with 6 over 4, which is just 3 over 2. E. Alright, for E, again, no highest common factors, so the next thing I check for is dots. Yes, it is dots, so I open up my two brackets. One is positive, one is negative, so I'm going to have x plus 2, x minus 2. Divide through by 4 as a highest common factor in your denominator, and you're left with x plus 2. There, the x plus 2's will cancel, and so I'm left with this bracket, x minus 2 over 4. And again, this is still in brackets, so I can't cancel because there's two terms there. F, again, I'm going to check for highest common factor. There is a highest common factor in my numerator, which is 6. Divide through by 6, and I'm left with x minus 5. And in the bottom, there's no highest common factor, but I can work with dots. So I'm going to say one bracket's positive and negative. And then square root of x squared is x. Square root of 25 is 5. The x minus 5's will cancel, and I'm left with 6 over x plus 5. Let's move on to question 3.